Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast. Eliot Shorr-Parks, James Seltzer with ya. What up, E?
Just been such a good Samaritan recently.
Oh, good.
I
think it takes a little away from it when you call yourself.
Yeah,
the good
but I don't
Samaritan.
think it does because I actually think it's spreading the good word.
Okay.
The
good word of Eliot.
I'm inspired.
It's just like you're starting a cult.
Well, we all remember.
I'm spreading the word of Eliot.
It's pay it forward.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So
that's the
we
word
all
of Eliot is
remember
paid for.
A month ago, 5 weeks ago, when I got the ball for the kids.
How
that
can we
went out of the
forget?
park. Everyone remembers that.
One of the great things that any human has ever done.
The kids
for
still
another.
talk about it. By the way, I walked by again and the ball almost went out. And I was going to be like, you guys need to stop. They put home base right in front of the steps. Like, just reverse it. But
Tucker definitely does not remember it. He looked over. He was like,
no, I do. But I also remember you.
That's another good point.
Oh, okay. That was
on your watch.
Hold on. That was off pod, first of all. And I did not allow that to happen. Buddy.
There's probably some editing in this.
Yeah.
Leave in the part where I said there's probably going to be some editing because that's funny.
Well, all right. I was going to continue with my Good Samaritan acts. Got the ball for the kids. Last week when it snowed, I helped a woman shovel out her car. I did.
Really?
I offered to help Emily.
You did, actually. This one I can confirm.
One.
I was in Clearwater. Elliot texted me and offered to help Emily shovel, and then later realized Emily was with me there.
So then I did.
You did. That was very kind.
Was the snow melted by the time you got there?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Exactly.
It was amazing.
Perfect,
it was like the best snowstorm of my life.
And then today, I brought both you guys in pies.
You did. Now, I owed you.
It was a one for one. It was really just
It was a good Samaritan thing for Tucker.
Although now I regret it.
I do think we talked about that on the pod.
We did not talk about that on the pod.
That's so much better now than talking about what on
to
the pod.
To be clear, that is not what happened.
Well, I think he's going to add that out.
No, I know. Yeah.
So it'll be funny because now we're talking about it and I'll be like, what did they talk about? And no one will ever know.
Yeah.
Ask Elliot in person. It is a pretty funny story.
Well, kind of. Yeah, depending how you look at it. It's a story, certainly. Yeah.
So what else is going on?
So I have something.
Oh.
No more laughing.
Like breaking news?
Yeah, like the Go Birds pod's getting it first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know about this.
You know how I heard you say this on the radio last week, like how when the Eagles draft or sign a player, he becomes when we talk about like so much.
Part of our lives. It can't matter to me.
Right.
Yeah.
The new name that I think we're going to be saying a lot.
Ooh.
David Njoku.
Oh, look at you. Really?
I think they're going to sign David Njoku.
Wow. Breaking news.
And I think they're going to.
So this is like
and I think they're going to do it like day one.
Elliot's like, I don't want to say like reporting, but like pseudo reporting a bit. I like this. Okay. So
now look. So, a lot could happen between now and next week.
The floor is yours. Tell us what you know.
There's strong interest in David Njoku. I think, barring something changing, and this is why, like, you can never say
you never
100%.
know if another team comes in and says,
exactly.
"We'll give you twice that."
Exactly. Yeah. I expect David Njoku to be on the Eagles.
Wow.
Like that's how strongly I feel.
Wow.
I already have the graphic made.
Oh my goodness! All right, so let's talk about it. What So I personally have really liked David Njoku as a football player. Like he is big and talented, and he's one of those guys where when you watch him play, you're like, why don't they just throw that guy the ball every single play?
So he's one of those guys where I've seen them. Let me pull up my notes on him too, though. I've seen him practice against the Eagles in person twice. He's one of the people where like Myles Garrett walks on the field and you're like, wow, that is quite the athlete. And then Njoku walks in and it's similar.
It feels
like he's
that
not
way.
Myles
It feels
Garrett.
that way watching the game. That's my point. Is like you look at his numbers and you say, wow, like. How's that kind of have like 300 more yards than that? Like whenever I watch him play, I'm always impressed by David Njoku.
So all right. There's a bunch of layers to this. First of all, I think David Njoku I was surprised at first, but then it makes a ton of sense.
With Mannion coming in, the tight end.
Now, no
offense.
connection to Mannion,
but the two tight ends. I meant the offense they want to run.
Exactly.
They need a tight end who can both block and catch. They can count
Agreed. And like former first round pick, ultra athletic. I think you could probably point to his time in Cleveland and go, now he's older now. It's not like he's been there for 3 years.
But the best of him is still to come.
No, I think you can point and go, he's not been around good players.
Yeah,
like
and
he's not had good quarterbacks.
That the best version of him being used the best with the best players around him is still there potentially.
So my only concern with it, and this is why I think also it came out yesterday, Goddard's probably gone. Like I wouldn't
think they were in tandem.
Well, I think probably
the Eagles went to Goddard.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, the point is you're hearing them at the same time for a reason.
Now, I will say, it could fall through. Who knows? Like, right? But also, maybe Goddard signs his tight end like 2, and wouldn't it be hear me out though.
I don't think there's any way to.
But wouldn't it be classic Eagles just to go from? You want to talk about a team that
take the
overcorrects.
AJ Brown money and just go 2 tight ends,
and you go, we're gonna have 2 stud tight ends. We're gonna throw over the middle of the field, like
that would be very Eagles,
right? Maybe Goddard's market isn't what people think.
Sure,
who knows?
That would
right?
be super Eagles.
It'd be very Eagles, like a big overcorrection, right? So regardless of Goddard, we can talk about Njoku. I like Njoku as a player. I mean, clearly we just talked about his pros. Like, he has had injury concerns.
Yeah, well, so that's
he's had knee issues the past 2 years. He's played fewer games. I think it's gone from like 17 to 15 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. Not huge, but like a dip, right? We'll see what the money is. If it does happen early next week, I could picture it being quite like a sizable deal. But I also don't
think like 3 years, 50 million type of deal.
No. I think like if I had to guess, 3 years, 36 with maybe like half of it guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's not that. I mean,
it's not crazy. Like, I think it would be one of those things where he's here for 2 years and maybe the third year is probably not. Like, you never know. Right. But I think it's interesting because we've talked so much about them not being in on free agents, and we've talked about them not spending money on offense, like, because they're going to spend it all on defense, and we'll see what the money is. But it's a pretty aggressive, if it happens, a pretty aggressive like day one move.
I mean, look, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, Howie has made surprise aggressive moves, and this isn't a surprise. Like, Saquon Barkley was like, "What?
Yeah,
that's awesome, but what?"
Right, that came out of nowhere.
This makes a lot of sense.
They need a tight end.
They need it one way or the other. The Eagles were going to use resources on a tight end, whether and they might use multiple.
And I think they still could.
Might be multiple. They have to sign multiple one way or another, or draft and sign or whatever. But the point is, I always thought whether it's a first round, second round pick, or whether it's a signing or whatever, like, I thought they would put something notable towards the position. So this is like right in line with what I would expect. I think it's just, I expected it probably, if I had to guess, I would have guessed they either re-signed Goddard or went younger at the position. I didn't expect them to go out and get a outright.
How old is Njoku?
He's like 27, 28.
29.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's older. Yeah.
So
now, does he turn 30 before the? Or
I think he turns. He's 28 in 250 days.
Okay, cool. So he'll be 29 all next season. So
for 250.
And Goddard is older than that, I think.
Goddard's older. Goddard's 30 already.
Right. He's 31.
Goddard's 31. Okay, so you're getting a younger player.
That's substantial.
I honestly don't think. Well, I'll put it this way. I think Njoku and Goddard's careers have been very similar.
I agree with that fully.
I could definitely picture a world where you can make the argument Njoku has a higher ceiling.
Of course he does. I mean, there's I think just from an athletic perspective.
But
there was a reason Njoku was he like a mid first round?
Yeah,
pick, right?
I mean, Goddard's a pretty good athlete too.
He is. Yeah. Look, I'm not ripping Goddard. I'm just saying I think Njoku is one of those like special athletes.
Yes, Njoku, to use a phrase I'll probably butcher, it's like you get off the bus. He's like get off the bus.
He is a special athlete at that position.
But I also think there's a little bit of risk there. Like, he has had knee injuries. He's never played here.
Yeah, the injury thing concerns me because we've been through with Goddard too.
Like, would you rather have Njoku for, let's use $12 million a year as like a number, or Goddard for 7 or 8?
That's the right balance, you know.
Yeah.
It's only
$4 million.
I like the idea of Njoku. I like the idea of bringing in a little new blood. Here
it'll definitely be people excited.
Yeah, I think it'll get exciting, and I just think he's a lot. I like Dallas Goedert. Njoku feels like the kind of guy who, if he's used right with the right players, can be like a difference making player. And I think Dallas Goedert's a very good player. I think Njoku has the potential to be a step above.
Yeah.
I don't know they'll get there, but I think it's like you said, his ceiling is high.
I think a benefit of Goddard that none of these other tight ends would bring is that Goddard has played here and there's chemistry with Jalen. And in a year where you're asking Jalen to do a lot of new things, especially over the middle, I think having that connection with Goddard could be a real positive.
And look, we don't know which of these guys Mannion feels fits the offense better. Like, there's a chance that he's like, Njoku, that's the guy. Like, we don't know.
I think Njoku is considered a good blocker. Now, I will say, in the spirit of like both sides.
Yeah, you haven't watched Brown's blocking.
I was going to say his Pro Football Focus grades are bad last year as a blocker.
I don't care about that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I do. So, like, while I hear he is a good blocker, it is worth noting, right?
I would change a letter in the last word of Pro Football Focus to make it sound more what I believe it is.
I feel like you'd have to change multiple letters.
You would. It wouldn't be an exact spelling. I'm just saying if you said it out loud, if you change one letter. I get what
you're saying, yeah.
Pro Football.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. It's a bunch of hocus pocus.
That's what I meant.
So I think there's a bunch of benefits of it. People, like, you attach it to the Saquon thing, and I think you're right. But another comparison I would make is that I think Saquon was someone that was in a bad organization that had injury concerns, that was viewed as an elite player at the position when at his best. And he came to a good organization and obviously like had maybe the best season we'll ever see from a running back. So, Njoku might not do that, but I think Njoku, like,
you don't think he's gonna have the best season?
No, I don't think he'll have the most receiving yards ever.
I'm just checking.
Like Njoku can run after the catch. He's dangerous in the open field. He'll definitely be somebody that when he's going, it's like Derrick Henry-ish, right? Like, you don't want to tackle that guy. I feel like he has good hands. I haven't looked it up, but I've, feel like that's a thing. Tucker. I feel like David Njoku has good hands, right? Like I haven't looked up his drop rate, but I feel like it's pretty good. Am I wrong about that?
I'm not
no,
sure.
he's played with bad quarterbacks, so that's always noteworthy.
He's played with like the worst.
With like the worst
of quarterbacks.
I think he's caught passes from 20 different quarterbacks.
I'm sure. I mean, it's the Browns,
Yeah.
Should I list them all? That'd be a fun pod.
That would be a fun pod. That'd be a good. If
and
he
go.
signs. If he signs,
Dylan Gabriel.
Baker.
Oh, I was kidding.
No, I just wonder how many we can name now.
Do we want to
Shador,
Watson.
Baker,
Shador, Dylan Gabriel,
Watson,
Baker, Watson,
Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, probably.
Kenny
Pickett played for.
He only had one drop last year.
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
He had 11 in 2023.
Okay,
that's not as good.
Not as good.
But also, bad quarterbacks. Who knows?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe we can't think of more.
I mean, we could. I told you. What did I say right before we started this pod?
Jameis Winston.
I said I feel so tired today. I'm like extra dumb today. So I don't really blame myself much for
Deshaun Kaiser.
Deshaun Kaiser.
We're up to like 7 at this
Kaiser
point.
so
Did you guys hear me say Winston?
No.
Jameis Winston.
Was he a Browns quarterback?
Yeah.
For that long?
He beat the Browns on Thursday night he beat the Steelers. With the
that
Browns.
was Winston. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we don't have to keep doing that. Although it's kind of fun. There must be other ones they've drafted.
Of course there are. Yeah. I just haven't.
Oh, Brady Quinn, maybe? Is that way too long ago?
Way too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too old. He's been on TV for a while, Brady Quinn.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
and moving on.
So we'll see, but I feel pretty good about it.
Okay.
And I feel like the Go Birds audience.
Yeah, you rope-a-doped me. You were like, "Oh, what should we talk about?"
Yeah, I saved it.
You did.
Well, I dropped a little nugget.
A
on
little nugget on the
show.
morning show. I heard. I was like, interesting. I didn't know you were this full-throated with it, though.
I feel good about it.
Good. Yeah. I like it. I like the move. I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be fun. Agreed. And I would guess the money's, and we're not going to be like, whoa.
I agree with you. I think like it'll be something where it's like
also
manageable.
He's from Jersey. I feel like there's probably incentive on his end to come to a stable organization.
I agree.
Kind of close to home
to win, maybe.
Yeah,
actually
to win exactly.
Games.
Like obviously Jalen could get hurt, but knock on wood, he doesn't. Who your quarterback?
Yeah,
be
and it's
like
whatever people feel about Jalen. I guarantee you, David Njoku is looking at Jalen Hurts compared to those other guys like a beacon of light.
And that's what's I think important here to note. Like I think Jalen is an appeal. Right?
I agree. I think that whatever people in the city are fans, I think in the league people I think look at Jalen and think he's cool.
Well, I think he's cool, but I agree with that. But I mean, if you're in Njoku, you probably look and go, "What a better situation."
Yeah, that's my
from
point.
a quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, I agree.
From coaches, I don't know. Oh, we should talk about Gerard Johnson.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I was going to pivot to another potential fun move.
We can do that if you want.
No. You brought up come on.
So I have an analogy.
That's what everyone wants to hear.
I have an analogy about Gerard Johnson.
Tell me. For those who don't know, he was the Texans QB coach. He has now joined the Eagles staff. He's like, did they give him a position? What's his title?
No, there's no title yet.
I think so. So basically another offensive mind to come in and help.
It's pretty funny. What percentage of the audience do you think doesn't know they hired Gerard Johnson?
All of it. I think not really, because we're the Go Birds pod. Like
I think every single listener knows.
No, that is insane.
No, there's no way anyone's listening to this pod and goes, they hired Gerard Johnson? I would guess 50%
of people listening.
Oh, no shot.
Bro.
Where are you at with it?
I'd say like 20%.
Yeah, I think it's Tucker's way closer than you are.
I don't think we have a lot of casual Eagles.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying no, but still, I don't think we have a lot of but still, like
he's not a huge sign.
Dude, I saw one tweet. Like when you said, I was like, I had to think for a second. Oh yeah, they signed that guy. Like I saw one tweet about it and scrolled through, and I work in the business, so like I think you're wrong. No big deal.
I'm in the business.
I think you're wrong about this. I think a lot of people don't know. Right. Like here, you want me to text my brother right now and see if he knows? He listens to the pod.
Yeah, I would be shocked if your brother doesn't know, but I guess you would have a better idea of what your brother knows. My brother is
the type of Eagles fan we're talking about.
Okay.
So how do you spell his name?
Your brother's?
So how should I ask him? Do you know the new coach the Eagles hired? Or no?
I would honestly just say, did you hear they hired Gerard Johnson?
Okay. On the pod.
I mean, I guess we're giving the name out, but
that's fine. On the pod and need
riveting podcasting.
Your help. Yeah, it's great.
Actually, if I'm listening, I think it's pretty.
Did you know the
waiting
Eagles hired Gerard Johnson as another offensive coach, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Fair phrasing.
Okay, so there we go.
All right.
We'll see if he responds.
Here's my analogy.
Everyone's waiting with bated breath.
Here's my analogy.
I'm going to guess he is not hurt. That's my call.
I'm going to guess he has.
Okay. I can't wait.
All right. So
I'm gonna guess he doesn't respond.
Honestly,
that would be
most likely the right.
And he might have a job.
I would bet
he
works. He has, he's a lawyer.
Real job.
So yeah.
It's funny he's in court, like
possibly.
He's like, whoa.
What the middle of an argument? What?
Yeah. Does everyone jury pay attention? All right.
Hold on, Judge. I need to send a text.
So
they're in the middle of a podcast.
It'd be funny if he was an Eagles fan. He's like the Go Birds part. I would be such a good lawyer. I would be an unbelievable lawyer. Now, obviously, I don't know the law, but like, I would.
The vast majority of being a lawyer is reading and writing.
So I would disagree. I think the vast majority of being a lawyer
I'm telling you, I know so many lawyers. I'm telling you, like, dude, what they do is they write briefs, they like write arguments, they write like
I'm saying in court.
Yeah, I'm saying the vast majority of a lawyer's job is not in court.
But I'm saying in court, I would be unstoppable. Sure, yeah. I agree. The other stuff, I might not be as good. I could have someone else, or I figured that part out. I'm a good writer. I can do that well enough.
Okay.
I think
you don't even write anymore. It's like your job. You stop writing.
I know it is.
You write tweets. That's why your fingers don't work anymore.
But I just think I'd make such a compelling argument.
I know you do.
Like if anyone at WIP gets in trouble, I'm the one you want to represent.
We're on it. Oh, we got a response. Hold on. I'm shot. So Tucker is already wrong. Here we go. Definitely not.
Okay, wow.
But he said he's a little checked out from sports at the moment. So.
How's everything going?
He said he's better off asking our text thread with his two best friends, Matt and Tom, who are awesome. I will text them the same thing.
Just copy the same text.
Yes, I'm going to copy the same thing. Okay. This is perfect. All right, let me see. If I had to bet, I think there's a chance. So Matt and Tom are the other two guys on it. Matt is an avid listener. So if I had to bet, Matt is the one who is most likely to have heard about it.
Okay. All right. Should I say my analogy?
Yes. No, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So I enjoy eating out at nice restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's known about me. I enjoy a nice meal. But I also don't think there's a huge difference between like an amazing chef and like a regular chef. Right?
So I'm out of my depth here, but I think you're probably very wrong.
Maybe. But here's the point I'm making. I think that you can't believe there's a difference between a great chef and a regular chef if you think the Eagles coaching staff is like the same as getting Shanahan and McVay and McDaniel. Like, I feel like there is this belief that they're just getting the system, right?
Do people really? I
think there is a strong belief.
So I think a lot of people don't know if it's going to work, though. A lot of people don't know if they're good.
But I think what the Eagles are trying to do is essentially like hire a recipe from a great coach, right? Like
I think you could do that, though.
But this is my. Yeah, but that's my point. Then what's the point of being a great chef if everyone can just copy it?
Mannion has to be good at at cutting up the ingredients and putting the ingredients in the pot and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he has to do a good job of knowing the right timing to put it in. Oh, you know what? Let me take a little taste. Oh, you know what? I actually think this needs a touch more salt than it had. I think this receiver should be running this round.
But then that's a great chef.
But the point is, they hired Sean Mannion because they think he's a great chef.
Agreed.
Also, because they want that tip, but like they hired Mannion to do that thing because they think he's the guy.
Right.
So,
but my concern is
might not be a great chef.
Right. But my concern is a lot of the chefs they've hired were fired at their old job. Grizzard, Cooper,
Mannion wasn't.
Johnson. Mannion was not. Agreed. So, like the Gerard Johnson hire, I mean, I guess like why not? Excuse me. There's no harm. Okay.
I got a nope for Matt.
Wow, Matt, I guess I'm wrong.
Matt listens to the pod. Matt is like a pretty locked in Eagles.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah,
I guess they're not as locked in as I thought. They're maybe not great Eagles fans. I mean, probably are, but I'm just surprised by that. I guess they're not terminally online like we are.
That's pretty online, but not like we are. No one's like we are.
He's not in the business. That's true. Not like James.
He's a Blue Sky guy, Matt. He keeps trying to get me to go on Blue Sky.
I think it's just whatever.
Yeah.
I support Blue Sky.
Yeah. Go Blue Sky.
ESP is a Blue Sky supporter. To be clear.
All right.
On the right side of that.
So argument. Yeah, I think it's just, it does. Here's what I'll say. The Gerard Johnson hire did feel a little bit of like, oh, let's just get another guy.
Yeah. So I just think they're getting
let's see what works. Let's throw up against the wall.
Mannion, I think, is the only one where you could sit and
I agree. Mannion's the only one I'm excited about.
He was an asset.
Mannion's the only one I'm excited about as a hire. I agree with that.
Grizzard, Johnson, Cooper were all fired.
Yeah.
This Ryan Mahaffrey guy might be
Mahaffey.
Whatever. I can't say his name. I've tried a billion times.
It's not that hard a name.
All right, say it.
Isn't it just Mahaffey?
I don't know.
Mahaffey.
I'm not the one to ask.
You could say Mahaffey.
Ryan Mahaffey, I can say, but I always want to say Mahaffrey.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You're like a WIP caller.
Right.
Christian McCafferty.
Well, I have a friend named Megan whose last name is Lafferty, and I feel like that's what throws me off.
You just really can't handle names that sound
like somewhat similar, not even the first.
Would you call the Brian Setzer Orchestra the Brian Seltzer Orchestra just cause?
Is that an orchestra?
You never heard the Brian Setzer Orchestra?
No. I just heard of the Philadelphia
Tucker, you've heard of the Brian Setzer?
Yes.
Okay.
What did they play?
They like swing, like, big band.
Oh,
music.
So they're not like you go see them play Christmas music.
So
they write their own stuff.
That kind of stuff. Oh yeah. They're
Does the Philadelphia Orchestra?
They were famous. Like the Brian Setzer Orchestra was like had a moment.
Does the Philadelphia Orchestra write their own stuff?
No. Like I mean, there might be people there
every once in a while,
but like they play composed music by like the Beethovens and the Mozarts and the Chopins.
Speaking of chefs, they're just playing everyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
But so anyway, back to circle all the way back. Like I think Gerard Johnson's a fine hire. Like who cares? Ultimately, it's not like there's a salary cap for coaches. There's not a limit on coaches you can have. So sure, bring them in. But it does kind of feel like they're bringing in all the coaches. Nobody. It does
just feel like they're like, come on.
Yeah, they're bringing it now. Look, maybe they'll be a motivated staff.
And look, there. I do think that just because guys don't work one place doesn't mean they won't work another place. Similar to players, like, I do think that, and in some of these guys, maybe their voice wasn't heard the way it should have been. Maybe Josh Grizzard wasn't listened to the way.
I also don't think it's fair to hold CJ Stroud's regression against the coaches.
Totally. So like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to damn them just because of that, but I agree with you. Like Mannion's the only one whose profile gets me excited.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Agreed.
All right. Another move out there that the Eagles probably won't make, but people would probably be pretty excited.
Stop us from talking about it.
Coming up in a second. Elliot, look, seriously, we are almost in the middle of March. It's the beginning of March now. Talking free agency, roster moves. If you want to talk about a defense that's actually failing, look at your windows. If you're happy to not be paying those high heating costs with spring coming, you better be prepared for summer. Windows are leaking air and you're losing the game before it even starts.
That's why I tell everyone.
You do. I've heard him do it. We'll just be in the street and just be like, hey, listen.
My group chat's like, shut the F up. That's why I tell everyone to get Window Nation on the roster. Their crews are like a well-oiled 2-minute drill. They can usually finish your entire home in just one day with zero disruption to your life. That's pretty awesome. Speed is everything, but you need talent too. Window Nation offers over 1,500 styles and colors. How many colors are there?
Lots. Way more than you would think, dude.
That's true. I guess
there's so many. There's
I would argue there's really only like 5, but yes.
Well, there's 3, the primary.
That's
the 3 primary?
Roy G. Biv.
No.
Well, that's the rainbow. Yeah. I don't know what the 3. I mean, blue, white, and black. Maybe.
White, you think white's
purple?
I feel like color.
Purple.
What are you talking about? White's all.
I would say it's a top 5 color.
Dude, the 3 primary colors are the colors that all colors come from. Like,
so isn't purple one of them? No, it's yellow.
Yellow. It's blue, yellow, and red are the primary colors, and all colors.
You can make green from that.
Yeah. What do you think blue and yellow is, dude? It's green.
Wow. Wow. You know what I just realized?
I really hope people listen to the reads because they're missing out if they don't.
I just realized the Eagles blue and yellow equals green. Has anyone ever thought of that?
I had that same thought as we
right? Like they wore those hideous blue.
You're right. That's probably why they wore them.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, that's good.
So anyway, you're getting a custom perfect fit that keeps your home comfortable year round. It's like signed a superstar to a long-term deal.
Especially since they bag everything with a lifetime warranty. That's forever, Elliot. At least for us, once you're gone, Garrett. You can relax knowing your house is protected way into the future, no matter how high the Philly humidity gets this summer. And right now, it's their Buy More, Save More event. We can get up to 50% off all window styles.
You know how like grandparents will get their kids like bonds or whatever? Uh-huh. It's like, your kids have kids. And it's like, what are you gifting them? New windows.
Boom.
They'll be good for
life. Could be so lucky.
Exactly. Plus, you can get started with $0 down and payments as low as $190 a month. So don't wait for the heat wave to hit and your energy bill to spike. Be proactive like a GM. Go to windownation.com today to schedule your fast, free consultation. windownation.com.
Let's talk colors. No,
that is wild. By the way,
primary colors thing.
Like, obviously, I don't know about this clearly, but like, if you,
I honestly can't believe it.
If you put
primary stuff,
if you put blue, like, if I was walking the street and there was like a guy doing tricks,
mixing colors,
and he put blue and yellow in front of me, he said he was gonna make green, I'd be like, you are out of your mind. I'd be like, you're using different paint, like you have trick magic paint.
Like magic paint.
Wow. So what are the three main colors?
Blue, yellow, and red are all colors span out from blue, yellow, and red.
So do you mix them all to make black? I would think just kind of keep mixing it.
I believe black is the absence of color and white is all the colors together. I think, or it's the other way around. One of the two. I think it's white is all the colors together and black is the absence of color. But I could be wrong.
I mean,
I like practically if you mix all paint together, it just
it's not gonna be
yeah. I firmly disagree. Black's the absence of color.
It's one of the two of those here.
Yeah,
one is not a color and the other is all the colors. Yeah, but it's not like I'm talking technically.
No, well, I get. I think technically though, they're just making it up. Like when it's the absence of color, I'm looking at it. It's black.
So black is not technically a color. So it's like it's the absence. It's the absence
crock I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Put me in a courtroom. I will.
So black is a color that results from the absence or complete absorption of visible light. If you want to go look at it that way. So.
I'm not going to view it that way.
I'm just not. Let's talk about black.
Yeah.
Black uniforms.
Black and silver.
Maxx Crosby used to play in them. Going to be playing in them a different one. How about that?
He could be traded by the time the pod.
Yeah.
Are you checking like Twitter and stuff, by the way? I feel like
Should I?
Well, I just feel like this is like breaking news time.
Is it? We're there? I thought like another
I think
few days.
If AJ gets traded, I think it happens like this week or.
Really?
Yeah. Right, I don't think it's going to.
If AJ gets traded, real quick. Let's do AJ, then we'll get to Crosby. In this case, you think AJ might actually be here? Because I
think he's gone.
Okay, I don't believe a single word of the push. Peter Schrager, all these people, how he got to them. He's like, hey, everyone is
that's all lies.
Thank you. Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think they're going to trade AJ.
Okay, good. So we'll get to AJ.
But I'll also say, like, would you guys be shocked if we get a tweet in like 2 days saying the Eagles and AJ Brown have restructured his deal?
I would.
You would.
I'd be shocked.
Okay,
I would actually. Shocked.
I think if he's back, he'll be on a new contract.
I agree with that. I do think I'm like 95% he will be traded. Like I would.
I'm
be
like 80%.
I would be
because also
I would be.
We're noting Njoku.
Shocked. I would be like all caps shocked if AJ Brown is an Eagle next year. All caps shocked.
See, this is where we disagree, just because I don't view him as the problem. I
think that we're too far gone. Like we're too far past this thing. Like I think his agent was running around the combine asking for trade.
No, I agree. I think he's probably. I agree. I think he's gone.
I just think it's
I also think how he's put himself in a weird spot.
And you said this on the internet. It's a good point about like he said an offer has to blow him away. What if it ends up being a second round pick? What's is he not going to take it? Yeah.
But also, I don't even think the 31st pick is. Like,
I think it's good. I'd take it.
Agreed, but it's not blown away.
It's not the. Yes.
So if they I don't know, pick the Raiders, I guess, or whoever called today and offered 5 first-round picks for Jalen Carter, and they did it, I think we would all sit here and go, wow, I mean, you have to
wouldn't do that.
Right. Like he's an amazing player. And
3 first-round picks. Like, all right, probably got to do that. Yeah.
And I would believe they had no intention of trading Jalen Carter until they got the offer.
I agree.
If they trade AJ Brown for 1 first-round pick, they clearly want to trade AJ.
Yeah.
And like, that's the best offer they got.
I think, and how he knows no one will ever call him back out on that, but.
Yeah, it'd be a good question. So
it would be. You
said you need to be blown away.
When he gets traded, what was it about this offer that was so appealing? You should ask that. I mean, that's a great question.
That's why I do think there's a little bit of a chance he wants a player.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And I don't think they'll trade for Maxx Crosby, but I do think AJ for Maxx Crosby
is a fascinating.
Makes sense for
I
both
just don't
sides.
think it makes sense for AJ. AJ doesn't want to go to Las Vegas to play for the Raiders.
Well, unless he's a big Mendoza guy.
Okay. Again, you think AJ's watching Indiana and be like, got to play with that guy.
So I would agree with you there, but I think it's worth noting AJ might be at a point where it's like,
I just want numbers. I want to make the Hall of Fame
or anybody but. I think
AJ wants to go somewhere. I agree. I think he wants the ball thrown his way. I don't think AJ wants to go languish on the worst team.
All right, so let me ask you this: if you're AJ Brown, would you rather, from here on out, what's more important to you, another Super Bowl or making the Hall of Fame?
We're different.
I'm just wondering.
I think it's clearly making the Hall of Fame for him.
Yes, agree.
Like if it were me, I'd want to win another Super Bowl.
You would? If you already won one?
Yeah.
Or make the Hall of Fame.
I would want to go down as the most Super Bowls. Like I just want to win. I want to win every possible.
You're built different.
I'm built.
Yeah,
I know I'm not built. I think most fans would say that.
I don't. Hall of Fame? Again, put yourself. I understand from a fan's perspective, you want them to win more Super Bowls. I get that. Your own career, think you are AJ. Would you rather make the Hall of Fame or win more Super Bowls?
Win more Super Bowls.
I think it's clearly Hall of Fame.
Well, I think for AJ, it is clearly Hall of Fame. I don't think there's any question. AJ,
and I understand it.
Cares more about.
By the way, I think it's probably similar for Devontae and Saquon.
I don't know.
And maybe not Jalen. Maybe not Jalen.
I think you're overrating how true that is. I don't
think I am. I think Jalen and I think AJ and Devontae are the exact same person. Like only AJ does a little worse job.
Yeah, I disagree, but you're around them more, so you know better. But I disagree. But regardless, I think AJ clearly wants to get. I just don't think the Raiders are a good team. I don't think he wants to go.
So
there.
the Raiders appeal. If I'm like
be a new coach and the new quarterback,
Tom Brady.
On Brady. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of the Brady connection.
Yeah.
And
he gets to go play for Brady. Brady calls and
that's true. Brady calls and says, hey, man, we want
numbers.
You. That's interesting. Okay. I didn't think about the Brady thing. I just don't. Let's get to the Crosby episode.
Well, this is the next.
I know. I'm saying with the like put AJ aside, then we'll get back to it. Just Maxx Crosby, the potential to trade for him. Your thoughts?
So I do not think they're trading for Maxx Crosby unless the trade involves AJ or the asset they get from AJ. I don't think there's a world where they keep AJ and they add Maxx Crosby.
I agree with that.
I think he costs too much. Well, so I think there is a chance he might just play on his current deal. Like he has $70 million guaranteed over the next 2 years. That's a pretty decent chunk of change. And like he might just want to play for a winner. And I mean, are taxes worse in PA or Vegas?
I don't know.
Gotta be Vegas.
Probably.
Right? Or PA taxes are pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's
to Jersey.
Yeah,
but regardless, I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's enough of a difference where it's not like Florida or Texas or whatever.
But I can picture he's obviously made a lot of money. He wants a chance to win. Maybe you don't have to give him a new deal, but it's 30. I think he has $35 million base salary each of the next 2 years, and I know this year's guaranteed, and I'm almost positive next year's is guaranteed as well. So it's $70 million, which isn't a ton of cash, which is good enough, I think, maybe for him. But for the Eagles, that's a lot of cash.
Agree.
AJ is owed roughly $60 million in cash over the next 2 years. So they kind of swap each other out. Like, and to what your point about Howie was saying, I think
that would be blown away.
Howie could step to the podium.
No, if they trade for Maxx Crosby like that, no one's questioning.
Exactly.
It.
Now we could debate. Yeah,
totally. But no one's questioning.
Howie could definitely go, well, I didn't think we could get Maxx Crosby.
Totally.
You look at what Micah was paid for.
You don't have to explain it. I fully agree with this.
So I could picture a world where that is. Now, that being said, the Albert Breer report, not to diminish the report, because Albert Breer is probably a top 5 insider or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm sure the Eagles are keeping tabs. He named like 12 teams.
Howie is the one who went on Mike Fleur and said, I always listen to everything. Anyone who calls, we're going to listen.
Well, not just that. He calls and like,
we all
check
know.
In on guys they're not even interested in, right? So I'm not surprised they're keeping tabs. The only thing that has me at 5% they do Maxx Crosby is if we truly believe they've offered huge picks for Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons.
Right.
I know Crosby is not that
he's
player,
close though,
but he's
close. Like the next step down,
and he costs less.
He might be the third best after those two. Like he's in the discussion for.
So I do not think they will get Crosby, but I think like the AJ Raiders Crosby thing, I think there's something there.
The Brady thing's fascinating. I hadn't thought about that. Makes it less. Where my initial thought was like AJ's not going there. That's interesting, and I do think that. He would get the ball. He would get, they'd give him a new contract if he wanted
place
it.
to live.
They could afford it. All it's fascinating. I agree with you. I do not think they will end up with Maxx Crosby. Like I think it's, how many times do we do this, right? Ramsey and
not even ripping Howie, but to be honest, he does not do many of them.
This is my point. How many times have we gone through this thing? The 2 firsts for a player like this, and the Eagles are in on it. It's never us who get.
And the big deals they normally make come out of nowhere.
Yes, like
AJ.
Jason Peters, AJ, exactly.
Saquon.
No one was thinking about those.
But yeah.
So I do not think they'll get
up.
him. I will say, like, however, whether it's through AJ or not, AJ's, I'm fine with AJ being gone. Whether it's through AJ or not, like, if they did do it, I would be okay with it. I would trust Howie to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think that he is that good a player. Like, if they gave up a 1 and a 3 or a 1 and a 2 for Crosby, like, I wouldn't love it, but I would be in.
I would
you know
agree.
what I mean?
Like,
I think he's that good. And you think about pairing him with Carter, like, that really would be one of the best pairings this city's ever seen. Like Jerome Brown and Reggie White.
I'm trying to think who in the league would have 2 better defensive.
I don't think there
linemen.
is. I think it would be the best defensive line tandem in football, and it would probably give the Eagles the best defense.
And as much as I can sit here and talk about trading for Crosby costs you a lot of resources, cash, picks, like I don't know. They can figure that out. Yeah. Like not to completely diminish it, but
that's why
if you
great,
add
right?
Maxx Crosby, they clearly have a plan. They're not going to make the trade and go, oh snap! No,
and it's not like just some GM coming in and being like, let's trade for Maxx Crosby. This is Howie. Howie's proven us that that's such a good way to put it. If Howie trades for Maxx Crosby, whether it works or not, he has a plan for how he's going to handle
thought of
else.
all these things. Exactly. So I don't think it'll happen, but because they've shown interest in Garrett and Parsons, and because the AJ Raiders thing I think makes a little sense. Like I can just picture Howie doing the spin of like,
oh my god,
we didn't think we could ever get Crosby.
Can you believe it?
Yeah,
we got Maxx Crosby.
But that being said, if they trade AJ for
we're in the business of good players. Yeah, we lost a player, but we got one right back.
I actually think the only pick thing they could trade AJ for, where you go like, wow, they had to do that, is 2 1s.
No, I think if he gets a 1+, if
I
it's
think that's a fine offer. I think that's like,
I think if it's a 1 and a 3 or a 1 and 2, I think if you're getting anything that is the same or better than what you traded for him 4 years ago, that's a home run.
well, but let me ask you this. Would they trade Devontae for a 1 and a 3? Absolutely not. No shot.
Well, not in this case. If they could keep AJ,
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but in this case, they can't because AJ wants to leave.
But let's just, the point I'm making is they were only going to trade AJ for 1 and a 3 if they are okay with trading AJ. Like they would not trade Devontae, Quinyon, Cooper, Jalen Carter.
I think a 1 and 3 for Devontae is a fair trade. Like I
don't think they would.
I think most teams would give up Devontae for a 1 and 3 if they were in a situation to trade players like that. It's all about they're a good team. They're trying to win, so they're not trying to get rid of these players. But if the Eagles were bad, I think they would trade Devontae for a 1 and a 3.
I don't think they would.
I don't know.
I just think that when they trade AJ for whatever the return is, my guess is we'll sit here and go, they clearly were okay with moving on with it.
Well, AJ. I think we already know that.
Yeah. That's what I'm making. So this whole thing, to your point about Howie doing this whole, he's not on the trading block.
Yeah,
like yes, he is. He absolutely is on the trading block.
Absolute nonsense. All right.
Agreed.
Let's get to final thoughts.
I
got a dark one.
You got okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's just I'm going to make you look deep.
Elliot. All right. Okay. Wow, this is not great. Okay. All right, I'll do this one. You know, I think like we accept too much as a society.
Mm-hmm.
Fake emails. Like I got an email from a brand. I won't say what it is, but the headline is
if you want.
What? All right, fine. Fabletics.
Yeah.
I like Fabletics.
Never heard of it.
I buy a lot of stuff from them.
Never heard
I would highly recommend it to anybody listening. They email all the time, straight up, just not an ounce of the email is true.
Yeah.
This headline, hey, Elliot, we thought you would like this. So first of all, there's no way someone's typing that. So it's automated. In itself, it's pretending to be a stylist that knows what I like and is writing it as if like, hey, I saw this and thought
is it from Fabletics?
Yeah, it's from Fabletics.
Okay.
It's not like, honestly, it might be from like.
So it's a real, you're talking about like these generated, not fake emails in terms of a fake email address.
No, it's not like someone trying to like
it's
scam
a real
me.
company just sending you nonsense
Correct.
emails.
A real company just sending me an email.
I've supported
okay,
this.
here it is right here because I sent it to my sister.
I support this.
So it's from Derek at Fabletics.
Yeah, just stop pretending that there's a real person.
Hey, Elliot, Derek from Fabletics merchandising here. I was just looking at our inventory and wanted to give you a heads up that the styles you were eyeing are selling fast. If you've been waiting to grab them, this is your sign.
Yeah, we get it.
And we're just supposed to Derek, VP of merchandising. Like there might be a Derek, but there's no way Derek is
There's no way that's the real
right?
Derek. Yeah.
And there's no way they actually
there probably
care.
is a Derek who's the VP of merchandising. That is AI generated.
Yeah, there's right. And we just accept it.
I don't.
Every single part of this is a lie.
I don't
Every part. They were not looking through their inventory.
I delete them. I don't even read it.
They want to give me a heads up. The styles were selling fast. Also probably not true.
Yeah. I just delete them all.
I do too, but for some reason this one really grinded me. Like at what point do we just have to, I almost want to respond and be like, yeah, Derek, which styles?
You should. What? You could do that.
Well, they're probably sold out.
You should just, I always enjoy like when you'll see on social media, like the random people who will like have fun responses for these type of things. Like you'll see the videos of like the package thieves where they'll put the like, like people to get people back. I saw one with like a caller where it called up as like I buy this automated thing but it was a person and then was like, going within, 11. And we are live and did like we are doing a news report on, calling scam or whatever. And like the person hung up me. It was hilarious. But like, it's like any sort of idea where you can creatively get back at these things.
I used to be into that. Like people that would call and, be like, oh, we'll pay. Like we have a solution for all your student loans. Like I would be like, oh, thank you. You say it like,
well, it's like the Seinfeld thing where you talk, give me your home number. Oh, okay, I can't go. Yeah, it's too much effort.
It's not their fault. They're just
all right. My final thought. First, before my final thought, talk to Bob Costas today. How cool is that? Okay, Tucker thinks it's cool.
Only one other person in this room is interested in Bob Costas.
But you know what? Bob Costas. How cool is that?
That is
I'm
cool.
I'm a big Bob Costas. It's very cool. Okay.
ESP is a big Bob Costas guy.
Here's my thought. I was watching Master and Commander this weekend. Great movie. I'm sure you haven't seen it. Why would you?
I don't even know what it is.
It's directed by the guy who made The Truman Show, but no big deal. It's Russell Crowe. It's about
is it like calming like the Truman Show?
No, it's a movie about being at sea. It's about sea battles in the early 1800s between Britain and France.
I tried to watch Stand By Me yesterday. It was $2.99, so I didn't watch it.
Oh
yeah,
I own it.
I was so ready to fall asleep
to it. Do you pay to rent movies?
Well, no, because I have a lot of subscription services.
Yeah,
So a lot of
I
times
I can look. I have a DVD and I own it on
what am I going to do
digitally.
with the DVD?
I don't know.
You know, you should be able to send digital copies to people.
I have a digital copy.
There's an
of it.
idea. That would have been a good
Ooh.
final thought. Like if I buy something on demand, I can send it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
We do with DVDs.
Master and Commander is a great movie. Not one of the best.
What was it
movies
called
ever made.
again?
Master and Commander of the Far Side of the World is what's called.
Whoa, what a name.
Yeah.
All right.
It's called, just call it Master and Commander. Phenomenal. Like a really all-time great, really one of the best movies ever made.
Believe you.
But there is a scene where essentially like they, you know, these guys have to go off the back of the boat to like get something unclipped from the boat or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it was, but like it gets to the point where the weight of the stuff, they can't get it off, and they essentially have to decide to either cut the lines and these two guys get sacrificed, like cut them out in the ocean.
So they're trying to pull people into
yes,
the
but they
ocean.
can't get them in time, and it's like decision time. Like either we cut them and if we don't cut them and like we're all in trouble, or we cut them and they die. Would you be able to cut someone in that situation? Because I honestly think like I'd just be like, well, we either might live or we die, but I'm not killing this person. Like, and I get it. It's a different time. It's seafaring. It's like your life is on the line in that spot where if you don't cut it, like you're cutting it for the good of everyone else. Right. Like, I don't know that I can.
So obviously there can be some gray here.
Of course.
Right. But if we're doing like clear cut, if you cut them, they die. If you don't cut them, you risk everybody's life. I actually think I'd be pretty quick to cut. I'm not going to lie. Like, it just seems like the right decision.
You're friends, though. These are people who are on your boat with you. Like, there's not just some.
But it seems like they can't be saved.
Someone you work with.
But it sounds like they can't be saved.
Well, they can be saved, but at the cost of everyone else, maybe.
Well, you're risking everybody.
Yes, you're risking.
But there's no guarantee you would save them.
I don't know. I think you could pull them in. I don't know.
See, I was going to say you just go ahead, and if they make it, they make it.
No, they had to cut the things like that were attached to. I don't.
But well, I'm saying to make the question interesting. Obviously, there has to be a real chance.
Well, that was the point.
Die
the question,
yes,
that was the point. Like we have to cut these things or we're gonna die. Like, but
if you cut them, they feel pretty confident they're good to go. Like not the people in the ocean.
The people
they're dead. I get
and
that.
You're fine. You're 100% good no matter what if you cut them.
So I kind of think in this instance, someone needs to be a leader and just be like,
well, that's what they did.
Bam,
they cut him.
Yeah, I mean it's messed up.
The one guy couldn't handle it, and the other guy stepped in and cut him. I'd be the one who couldn't handle it. I'd be like, man, I can't do it.
I mean, you're right though. If it was like you two out
that's
there,
what I mean. It is like it's buddies. Like it.
I'm glad we're having this conversation.
I know. It's good to know. Elliot,
I'd be looking at you like we talked about this. Bam. Or
look,
you guys would be looking like we're screwed. We know where he falls on.
We
this.
look up at Elliot. He just does the little Jordan shrug.
Well,
like,
the funniest thing would be if you tried to cut it and couldn't get it, and then everyone survived, and then it was like, "Whoa, buddy, you were about to cut it." I mean, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, well there you go.
I just feel like they're gonna die either way.
There you go.
It sounds like it.
Well, no, maybe not. You decide to kill them. You have to.
I think what I would probably do.
Live with that.
I think what I'd probably do, honestly, is act like they weren't there and just move forward. And if they make it, they make it.
That's good. I like that.
But again, I'm not a boat guy. So like if the captain's being like, they got to go.
Yeah. Well, that was the impression watching the movie is they got to go.
So I kind of think whoever makes that decision should be the one to cut it.
Like
if you're the one saying,
you're
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we can save them.
Yeah. Like, why don't we just pool? But I guess not.
This is productive. I really enjoyed this. This is great. All right. We'll be back at some point soon in the near future. You're going away for a few days. Enjoy it.
I am. Thank you.
Have fun.
Big week next week.
Big week next. Oh, next week is massive. Next week is free agent start. We'll be all over. Multiple pods next week. Yes. All right. Until then, he's Item James.